He's using his canines to crush the bone. So for the... Hello dog lovers, this is Robert, and in this episode we're going to be feeding raw turkey, the raw turkey leg, and we're going to be feeding beef hearts to Tiger. Now, the reason that I'm feeding him this way is in the raw diet, variety is the key. We always feed different type of meats to ensure that our dog is going to get the proper amino acids in the diet, and the raw diet is really the best way to do that. So if you want a dog that you're competing with and you want a dog that you need to be smart and cognitively up there, you have to go over, first is going to be genetics, then is going to be nutrition. Nutrition is a vital part, that's what we are really in control over, and then you go into your training. But if you have a really bad diet, the dog is not going to have like that clarity of mind to go into the obedience. So more into the turkey leg. I'm feeding the turkey leg so that my dog can get calcium. I'm also feeding the turkey leg because it's an edible bone, and it means that Tiger can eat the entirety of this, but this is very high in bone just for the meal on itself. So we're following the whole prey diet, which is 80-10-10. 80% meat, 10% edible bone, 10% organ meat. So this by itself, it's going to be a species a little bit inappropriate as far as the ratio. So now we're adding some more flesh to it, which is the beef heart. Now, beef heart is very high in taurine, and if you have a cat, this is one of the essentials. Taurine is an essential amino acid, meaning that the animal needs it or it's not going to be able to survive, thus meaning essential. So if you have a cat, I will always encourage people to mice in some raw hearts in their diet just to make sure that you are hitting that amino acid. Now, when we add the flesh, which is going to be the heart, and we mix it with the turkey leg, the ratio for the bone will go down, and now it's going to be more species appropriate. So next part is to give this to Tiger and watch him, like you've done with the other videos, eat the food. So here we go. Give you guys a better angle. Tiger's 14 years old, but this is nothing for him. Just lay this down for you guys. So he's getting his calcium, he's getting his phosphorus. He's using his canines to crush the bone. So for the chicken leg, there's not a lot of vitamins or minerals. They're very low in that. So an all chicken based diet, all poultry based diet is not recommended. You have more vitamins and minerals and proteins in the red meat. So that's why it's very important after this that I give him his heart, that he will eat the whole thing of, that you guys will see. And the turkey leg, the edible bone aspect of it is just to hold the stool together. So for humans, we have fiber that holds the stool together, your vegetables and things like that. For the dog, they need edible bone. So if this was just like a raw turkey breast, he would have loose stool. Not because he's sick, it's just there's nothing binding, there's no edible bone binding it together. So I would say if you're starting out on the raw diet, don't feed your dog this way, because if your dog is used to just digesting, you know, plant-based matter and cooked foods, his stomach acids won't be up there to digest the edible bone. So I would do like 90% lean ground meat and start adding that to your food, just so that your dog can start to get his stomach acids up. You know, you could get a grinder too. Weston makes good grinders for carnivores. They're big out west and throughout the United States. I would recommend them. And at least when you're grinding the bone, you know that the dog is getting his calcium, his phosphorus, he's getting his additional vitamins, and the marrow and stuff like that. That's one way to do it. When you get more comfortable, then you can let the dog eat it like this. Not a problem. They learn on their own, you know. pretty soon Tiger will lay down and eat it if he starts to get comfortable enough to do that. So we just let him eat. Yep, just like that. And he's a little hyena tiger. It's a monster. Alright. Now we give him some meat parts. Beef heart. Let's see, I'm gonna chomp through that in 2 seconds. So the red meats are higher in vitamins, minerals, and proteins. So you always want to have more red meat on the plate for your dog than poultry meats. Having an all poultry diet is very not good for your dog. We don't recommend that for raw feeding at all. And any questions that you guys have, you can just leave them in the comment section. I can make a video on pretty much anything you guys want to ask me. I can explain anything you guys want to ask me, not a problem. And this is Tiger. He's 14 years old. He's been eating the raw diet since he was, I don't know, like 6 months. I found him. And there he goes. That's his meal for today. So a raw turkey leg and a beef heart. And that's gonna conclude this episode. So thanks for watching, guys, and we're gonna document maybe him eating something else in the future. Maybe I'll give him a fish or something. Okay.